Anyways, synchronize again. Sorry.
Do I just start or does
Just start clapping whenever you want. I don't mind.
Okay.
And stop whenever you want.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I clapped at the last part as well with you. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Anyways, I'm about to say the ending again. I get used to saying the ending. Anyways, welcome guys to another RozCast. Today, we don't have Biotrix this time because he's been busy and he has stuff. So instead, I had to replace him with Miss Shelby, aka the One Silent 1-1.
Woo!
So
yeah, I got a webcam just for this.
She just got it just now. So.
Yeah, I did. Amazon Prime now. Whoop whoop.
And that's not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by Amazon. If anything, I'm not sponsored.
Nobody's sponsored. We're just happy.
Yeah, we're just speaking our review.
Yeah.
Anyways, today I don't know. We're just doing another RozCast because it's typically a traditional thing for me and this channel for a month now. And yeah, I guess Shelby has something that she want to bring up. Does she?
Oh.
Because she did kind of make me watch a video before we started. So.
Oh yeah, well, Outlast 2 finally got their gameplay. Like they released a video of their gameplay, and it looks like an Outlast game, but it looks like I would die. I would die. Luckily, I'm never gonna play it, so I don't have to worry. But there's new hiding mechanics, like in the video that I saw, he's hiding underwater,
Yeah.
and it's like. Because it's like, am I going to be able to breathe? Is there like a sensor for when I'm going to breathe? Do I just like pop up or do I die? What happens? But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see any clear mechanics of saying how long you can breathe underwater in the bucket thing. And I also like the fact that it was a cornfield. Like, that was the title.
It's like a rural setting this time with like, you know, like pitchfork and like Satanists or whatever. I don't know. They sounded like rednecks.
Damn darn carners, we're gonna carry you.
What was it, like, God approves of spilling the blood of the wretched or something like that, and I was like, I've heard that before. But yeah.
Oh my god. Oh. You want to say something? I thought you...
No,
he's just like, oh.
I threw the death clown, so everything's so tilted! Anyway.
That's alright, that's alright. Don't mind the tiltiness if you guys see that on the camera.
It's an aesthetic of mine, okay? Just my aesthetics are brought into play. So there is that. So I'm actually... It sucks. I played Outlast and I played Whistleblower, and I mean, I didn't want to play them, but...
Why wouldn't you want to play them? I don't understand that. Then why do you play them?
Because somebody bought them for me.
Oh,
and
I see.
Just like, I mean, they're like kind of big games, and I was like, okay, I'll just play. And once I played like the first, like I played a couple of parts, I was like, okay, now I have to finish this. Damn. And then I was finally finished with Outlast. I finally beat it. I think it was like 3 months that it took me.
All right.
Which
it took me about half a year or more than that.
It took me over a year to finish Amnesia, so...
It took me about 1 month, 2 months to finish that.
I could not do Amnesia. And then I finished Outlast and I was like, yes! I don't have to play it! And then DLC. And somebody got me the DLC and they're like, do it. And I was like, I hate you.
Wait, Amnesia had a DLC?
No, well, yeah. It had Justine.
Oh, I thought it was custom stories, I guess. I don't know.
I was talking about Outlast.
Okay.
But yeah, Amnesia had a custom, or had a official DLC.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah, it's Justine.
That is so weird. I thought because I don't recall it for some reason. I didn't even see it. I guess.
It's been a while. Because that's where they introduced a couple of new creatures.
Oh, you mean Machine for Pigs?
No.
No, not that.
Literally, the Amnesia: The Dark Descent DLC is Justine.
Oh.
It's like a.
Oh, Justine. Oh, yeah. It was part of it. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. I remember now.
I don't know. Outlast 2 looks like it's gonna be an Outlast game. I don't know how they're gonna... I mean, the storyline's gonna be different, but I don't know what, from that little video, what's really different about it, other than just your new setting. I like the characters for Outlast. Wayland and Miles. It's just kind of like, I am this character, and I feel for myself.
I feel for myself. I feel for myself. Ugh.
Myself. Okay. But, yeah.
At the same time, I feel like since they're introducing a sort of new setting or scenery, I felt like it kind of draws close to a lot of like typical horror movie genres where they always get like, we're in a typical barn, we're getting trapped with these psychopaths.
Trapped in a cornfield with a bunch of crazy satanic rednecks. Like, oh, we've seen this story. If it has anything to do with like maybe, I don't know who I don't think you know who the main character is though. You don't know.
No, yeah, we don't know much about
so
him.
that could play into it, because you don't know at the end of Whistleblower.
Yeah.
If
that one hacker,
dead,
yeah.
Wayland dies or not.
Or maybe he's on the run, and then he accidentally gets stumbled into the barn.
Well, I think that Miles maybe lets him go. Miles /
Wall Rider.
Yeah.
Wall Rider.
When I was playing that, and I was like, oh my god, that was me, but not me anymore. It's good. I don't know. The storyline, it got to me after I was no longer a crybaby about it. I really want to cuss, but I'm trying not to.
You can cuss. It's just it's not gonna be bad or anything. I mean,
well, I know, but you don't. So I feel like I should go to your level of non-vulgar language.
I don't mind it. I mean, I remember one time in the past RozCast, if you guys missed it, Bio got drunk and I think he went crazy. I think he went crazy on the third one. I was like, whoa. But I'm pretty sure he's fine with it.
It's way too early for me, so I don't have to get drunk. I don't even have... I do.
I remember you got drunk in your stream last time with the Fallout.
I did! Yeah, that happens. I don't get drunk often enough, but when I do, I make it a habit of being public about it.
I'm drunk, everyone!
Everyone! Skype everyone and tell them how much I love them. But...
But yeah, anyways, since we're talking about horror games, why don't we just create a top 10 horror games list that YouTubers or beginning YouTubers would like to play, I guess, since I mean, don't you enjoy horror games as much as other people do? Or are you just kind of like, I like watching it and not playing it kind of idea?
I can't even watch it sometimes. I'm such a baby. I'm so terrified. When Five Nights at Freddy's came out, could not watch it.
What?
The animatronics jumping out, I was like, no, I can't deal with this. Like, I still can sometimes watch Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm just like, I can't play it though. Like,
it's so expected. You're like, I'm about to get scared. Oh God.
Yeah. I honestly think that Amnesia and Outlast are at least, you know, the top, like right up there, 1 through 5. They're so good. Silent Hill. I mean, not, like, maybe Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, but not any of the other ones. Those are good at, like, because they're not so much jump scares, it's like you just kind of get freaked out. They're very immersive in the atmosphere, even though it's, like, PlayStation 2 graphics now, but it's still, I think it still works. And I was really looking forward to that Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus Silent Hill thing, but they canceled it, though.
I mean, they can still possibly bring it back. I mean, Kojima has...
Yeah, I think it has something to do with the rights for it. They don't
have the rights for it. But, I mean, they did name it Silent Hills. With the S, which for no reason.
I mean, it's still Silent Hill stuff, though.
Yeah. But, I mean, overall, Kojima could come up with something different in terms of how the monsters are, but still have the same people and the same idea / concept.
It just needs to have the immersion. It needs to any kind of new, like, most of the new horror games coming out now are just like at least, I mean, Outlast did have the parts, but it also had the kind of immersion where it was just like, okay, this is freaking me out. What was that background noise? But
it could be atmosphere, basically.
I get scared so easy, so it's just like it does not take much. You know, it's like the point and click game on, like, your like just on an internet browser. What is it, like, House? Like,
House, yeah.
That's scary.
I love House. It was, like, amazing. House. I missed that too. I should play that on my channel one day. I'll be like, House. This is a very old game. House. House 2.
Yeah, I think it's House.
Yeah, there's House 1 and House 2, or the House maybe. I don't know.
Maybe it's the House.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And then you've got Half-Life DLCs that are kind of scary, but I don't know.
Cry Fear was a good one. I'm still playing it, but Cry Fear is a good one for sure. Nightmare House was a good one for Half-Life 2 mods, but I don't know if it's still working currently.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get that to work, but it's not easy, considering that they were using old Half-Life 2 assets, and it's kind of like you need to update it and everything.
Yeah.
There is also what was it? There was a horror game I remember. Oh, the RPG Maker horror games. I know they're popular too.
Oh, like Ib and
Yeah, Ib,
those
Aoni,
don't scare me.
Masao. That one's the weirder one.
I think it doesn't scare me because it's since it's a little, you know, like those RPG Maker games.
Yeah.
It's usually more storyline based. Like those games for me are only good if they've got a good story. If they don't have a good story, then it's just kind of like,
what's the point?
I'm moving around.
One of the infamous ones, Vanish. Played that on the old channel, and I think I finished it on this channel as well. But Vanish was one of those horror games I think was good. It's free as well, so that's a one. That's a good one.
Let's see. There's the horror games that they have multiplayer now.
Oh, Dead Realms.
Like yeah, Dead Realms. I even kind of get scared of depth, but that's with the sharks. The Damned game.
Oh yeah, the Damned. Yeah. That, I mean, I don't know about Damned yet. I really don't know about how well.
I played Damned, and it's yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I've seen it like a little bit.
Get the pants off of me. I don't remember who I played it with. Who did I play it with?
I don't know. You played it with Markiplier?
No.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm playing.
I played it with. Oh, why do you have to be using a leaf blower? I don't know if you can even hear that.
No, I don't hear it.
You don't hear the leaf? Oh, good microphone. But
I'm hearing like sirens in the back, but I don't know if my mic is gonna pick that up. I don't know.
I don't hear any sirens. Okay, good. We know our microphones work.
Yeah, it's only in this room only.
But is it getting closer? But what is it? No, damn. I played it with a couple of people. I don't think I recorded it. I might have recorded it. I think so.
I don't know either.
But there is like you get different characters, and there's one person that's the evil character, like Dead Realms. But there's like a Bloody Mary figure that can just like appear out of
Yeah. I remember that.
And I think I was like, oh God, I like jumped out of my seat and was on the floor. But like I was, there's like a bathroom and we're trying to find keys.
Mm-hmm.
And I like was walking right into the bathroom and she comes out of the stall and like I lost. Everything was gone. The headset was flown. Yeah. And it was like
everything just flew off the
good
everything.
5-minute like freak out. But so that one's a fun game. But yeah, I definitely say Silent Hill 1 through 3, Outlast, and Amnesia.
Oh, Fatal Frame. Yes, Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame!
I love that. I actually have the first one on my PS3 right now, but I haven't tried it to
Fatal
play
Frame is literally what introduced me into Let's Plays.
Really?
I was looking, because I had seen, because there's, I think it's made in Taiwan, maybe? Is it Taiwan? I don't know. I can't remember the country origin, but the movie Shudder, they made an American adaptation, which is awful, but the, let me look it up real quick, because it's going to drive me crazy. Shudder, but
2008.
not the American version. The 2004.
No, okay. 2004, there we go. Yeah, I see. IMDb.
Where is it?
Shudder.
Thailand.
Yeah, it's Thailand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thailand, there you go. Anyways, so I was like, this is that was like scary movie, like terrifying. And then there was like a game that was kind of doing with cameras and horror, because I think I was like camera horror, and then it was Fatal Frame, and I looked it up on YouTube, and that's where I got the whole like Fatal Frame Let's Play walkthrough, and the YouTuber's name was Psychedelic Snake.
Psychedelic Snake.
Like, no, he's hilarious. He still has all of his old videos up. I think he's doing a lot of live streaming stuff now, but. Oh my God, and that's what introduced me into Let's Plays was horror games. But Fatal Frame. But it was Fatal Frame that really did it, because he played Fatal Frame and Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Mm-hmm. And then I branched off from that. So yeah.
I don't know if Left 4 Dead 2 is a horror game. Maybe. I
mean, it's considered horror, but it's not scary for me really. It's just a fun zombie shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
Isn't it like Call of Duty Zombies a little bit more scary?
Maybe. I don't feel like it would be. I mean, it's kind of tough because you have to survive.
The graphics are different.
Yeah, like I guess the more we get kind of like further into the future or current times, we kind of get kind of away from the old school kind of horror games kind of thing. Yeah. And it's like not pixelated anymore either.
I haven't played most of the old school horror games, so I can't really put those on my list of games.
Oh, here's one. System Shock. System Shock is another good one right there. And there is a remastered version, of course. I think it's released already. System Shock 1.
I don't know if I know System...
The creators from the BioShock made into...
BioShock. Yeah.
BioShock is also considered a horror game, too. I was, like, surprised when I heard it.
You know, I could see that, because whenever, the spider splicers...
Yeah.
Are, like, crawling around. Yeah.
You hear, like, the clink, 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 clink in the top of the ceiling.
Kind of, like, eerie, but I don't know if I would put it on my horror list. It's just a good game.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
I would recommend playing for. I mean, you just finished it.
I played it. That was my second time finishing it.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I've done that as well. I did 2 versions of it on my channel as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Emily wants to sleep. I don't remember. Was it Emily something? Emily wants to play. Yeah, Emily wants to play is another one that's recent. That's the most recent one, I think.
Oh, is it?
It's like
see, I haven't gone into most of the. Well, see, now horror games are turning into all of these VR stuffs, which, no way.
I mean, everybody is very excited. Not everybody, but most people are excited about the Paranormal Activity VR, which people said they were getting.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that is a thing now. There was videos of people reacting to it. They're like, ah! And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty hardcore.
Well, there's on Steam's version of the is it Vive?
Vive, yeah, Vive. HTC
yeah,
Vive.
they've got the shooter zombie thing where you're standing in place and you have to use your flashlight to see the creatures and you have to shoot them. And I was watching gameplay of that and I'd be like, I would shit myself. If I had the set on, I'd just be like, ah!
I would like to see you do that.
Yeah, but I don't have like $1,000.
Yeah, I don't either. No, the Vive is actually like $300 or $400.
Well, that's like a paycheck for me, so I got bills to pay.
You got mouths feed, right?
I got pistachios. I'm set.
Surviving on pistachios. How's that working out for you?
It makes me a bit nutty.
Oh God. Alright, anyways, I think we should diverge from horror games, considering that horror games are one of my favorite genres, and I'm pretty sure it's one of your scariest genres in your life.
It's easy to make a funny video if you're scared of horror games. If you there's a couple of people who make who do videos of horror games where they're totally just like, wow, that was so scary, I just shit myself, like, and it's just it's kind of like, well, it's funny for a different reason, I guess, but it's usually the people that are legitimately scared that my dog wants to go out. Really?
I can give you some time if you want to take him out.
No, because I can't leave her unattended, so she's just going to have to deal with it. She's only been in for about an hour. Anyway, dog games. No.
You're gonna talk about dog games.
I don't know any dog games. I never had Nintendo, so like the Nintendo dogs or whatever is a thing.
Nintendo dogs. I remember that so much. That was a long time ago too. It was like I thought it was like interacting with a real dog, but it was just a different story when I played it.
So what have you been playing recently?
Currently, well, everything I play recently is always on the channel.
You've been recording it? Are there any games that you don't record that you still play?
I don't think so.
You do Dota? No,
I quit doing that for the time being. For the time being. I'll probably come back after I'm done with school, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
No. I wanted to talk about something that I guess I'm involved in, but you're somewhat involved in now. Somewhat. I don't even know if that's the case. But in general, I guess pessimism is one thing I wanted to talk about, I guess. Yeah, because I had this in mind 2 weeks ago when I was watching Markiplier's video about it. I don't want to talk about YouTube drama. I'm not a big fan of it. I hate it a lot. I really do. And that's why I always ignore it when it comes around.
I think there's a difference between YouTube drama and something that is newsworthy, that would go on the news.
Yeah.
You know, the whole, that other one that we're not bringing up. But that one is not so much YouTube drama as it's definitely like, this is newsworthy. This is something that has to be addressed, but...
Yeah, I agree.
I'll not go into it.
and that's why I'm not gonna title it with
Yeah.
like YouTube drama on the title. But if by some point we go into it, that's by accident mostly.
Yeah.
But back to the point, YouTube pessimism is what I wanted to call out, because I kind of relate to that idea of YouTube pessimism, but not in terms of relationship wise, in like community, like it's not in terms of like me being friends with Shelby being like, it's something similar in that sense, but it's not exactly that. But pessimism in sense of like there's no golden opportunity to everyone, and like every day you're constantly getting beat upon like the fact that people will dislike your video, people will give you negative comments or stupid comments that doesn't make any sense. People might give you crap for nothing, for no reason actually, in fact.
Mine's a little bit different. I think there's a difference between hate comments directed to just anybody and then hate comments that are specifically directed towards women.
Yeah.
So it's like most of the comments, like the hate comments that like you could get is like, oh, this video sucks. Whereas it's me, like, this video sucks because you're a woman.
Oh
like,
god, that's more harsh than like.
Yeah, so that's like a thing that a lot of like female gamers or just people like who aren't doing like makeup stuff or cooking stuff. Anybody, any woman like YouTuber that going against the what everybody thinks that they should be doing. There's always you're gonna get more specific kinds of hate and dislikes for it. So yeah, I mean that's.
I mean, I felt that could be one big thing. Also, it's kind of like traditional, I guess, in society these days. It's kind of changing and evolving. And like previously, before, we always believed that people do these things or people do that thing. Like I'm Asian, people might expect me to eat like noodles and rice, and I do, of course, but it doesn't mean I do, but it doesn't mean that, you know, I'm good at math either. Well, maybe I am, I don't know, but like it's stupid. Don't.
Yeah, it's stupid to assume that, though.
Yeah, don't be prejudiced about somebody because of their race or gender. Like, just if you think about it, it does hurt people.
It's a lot easier to just do that because you can just do it anonymously, and you know that there's going to be a large group of people that would totally back you up.
Yeah.
In that sense, but yeah. So it's just like if you ever do get hate, you kind of have to push through it. You can't. I mean, because it's not like you can tell people to stop. They'll just keep doing it. Yeah. Because they don't give crap. But, yeah. It's a little bit more harder. That's not English. But it's more difficult for female gamers specifically. Because so many more get death threats. And people find their houses. And people have to, like... they'll have to move.
Yeah, and they have to stalk them as well. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and so like there's a difference between getting hate comments just because everybody gets hate comments. Everybody gets you suck, you know, kill yourself, all those things. But when you're a girl, it's like an added level of you've got all of these specific things. You're a girl, show your tits, all that kind of stuff. Where it's just like.
I feel like that's more of the disadvantage of being a girl, but at the same time, they also have advantages, like they get more views and stuff like
definitely, that. You know what? You might as well, with all the crap that you have to go through. If you're a girl gamer and you do it where you're wearing like a push-up bra and your face cam is like in that level,
angle and everything,
you know, go for it. You're getting those views. People are watching those for a reason, and maybe you're a good gamer, maybe you're not. It's an open market. You're definitely allowed to flaunt what you have if that's what's gonna, you know, build you up. I mean, I know some people get really annoyed, like, oh, you're only popular because you're a chick and blah 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 for certain reasons. And if some people want that to be like, yeah, that's why I'm popular. And if some people are, you know, try and showcase that they're like more than just a pair of breasticles.
Breasticles. I'm gonna use that one day. Oh, look at those big breasticles.
It's just a fun word to use.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, and that leads to a lot of pessimism because then you have a lot of, I mean, there's not a lot of major gamers on YouTube that are girls. There's not a lot, and that's a thing that a lot of them are like, well, why should I even start doing YouTube if, you know, the market is mainly dude bros. But
yeah.
you just kind of just be like, fuck it. If you want to make videos, make videos. I mean,
I agree.
but
yeah. But I feel like no, it's okay. It's okay.
I've derailed the topic.
No, it's okay. No, the topic still should stand, of course. But I wanted to point out that I don't really know a lot of female YouTubers. Of course, I know a few, but they weren't. They aren't like
I mean, Dodger.
Dooger and Dooger.
The
Dodger.
RozCast crew has a lot of female gamers.
Yeah, and then I know Melanie Mac. I know as a
Minx.
sniper. Yeah, Minx, RBG Minx. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's as a sniper wolf and like a few other ones. And I mean, yeah, it's only a few, but there aren't there's not a variety of them. There's just like a bunch of them basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like that would be the case in terms of what we're seeing right now. Maybe in the future we might bump into people like there would be a female version of I don't know, for example, PewDiePie or Markiplier. Like there's a female version of those two. I'll be like, what? And I'm like,
Minx
what
kind
is
of
this?
does.
Yeah, well,
things.
yeah, I think she does kind of cross the lines between those two, but not being stereotypical here or being offensive to her, but generally I just felt like she has it differently than the other two, because she spent more years than Pewds actually and Markiplier combined on YouTube, and so I wanted to see something kind of like similar to their side where they're like one of them is charitable and that there's really like a huge following after her, kind of like she has an influence in the gaming sphere basically for YouTube.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of Twitch streamers that I follow, like Hathu and
Lo Renee.
Yeah, Renee.
Renee. Sweet. But yeah. Have any more? It looks like you had more on your list of female Twitch streamers. Oh no, I'm disconnecting.
Following on Twitch. Although that could totally segue into a different
Oh, internet connection problem.
Yeah.
Whee! Hold on. We try to get you to call back. Considering that I see her still. I see you still.
I mean, I know, we're still on the same call.
Yeah. The thing is
like...
like...
It dropped.
Yeah, it dropped a little bit.
I was like, you could segue into the fact that Twitch is adding new features.
Oh yeah, hell yes. Well, I don't stream anymore, but Shelby is starting to stream right now at the moment. But yeah, there's this new feature that has like these like it's kind of something like similar to Twitter, but it's more like it lets you announce some stuff on your Twitch
can
page.
Add friends and
like
there's like I don't know, it's cool.
Yeah,
it's like
helps
they're
you
adding
connect.
a social feature to it so that you can like maybe you'll be able to connect easier. Maybe it's because they know that a lot of streamers are already using Discourse and Skype and stuff to chat.
Yeah, and Twitter as well, too. And so I'm guessing that they're kind of implementing that just to better the social activities of these streamers, I guess.
Because I think that's the most important thing with a lot of stuff is there has to be a social aspect to it. Like with YouTubing, you have to like be connected to your audience, to people that watch you.
Yeah. I agree. It is harder to connect with an audience versus doing the work that you actually do. For example, somebody who would, they don't communicate with their fans or audience, but they still make good videos is kind of one of the examples that I think introduces kind of that idea where they don't need to connect. They connect through just the simple videos, and they just like whatever somebody say something, they keep it in mind and they record while thinking about that comment, I guess. And then there's the other side of things where somebody would be, I'm connected to the audience. This is a community-based kind of channel.
Jacksepticeye is like a big example of that.
Yeah, and like everything is based upon the community. Like the community tells you or recommends you a game, and you think about it, and you're like, should I do it now or should I do it later, or come back and do it later and stuff. And then there will be times where they'll help you when the times is tough for you, like
like if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, or when you're in a rough patch, you're like, oh, I broke up with my girlfriend, and your community is like, your community is like, oh, we understand. Hope you feel better, man. Kind of idea.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
Whenever like a YouTuber gets a new relationship, there's
I don't want to face the negativity about that.
No, there's two sides.
But yeah, it's true. It's true.
And then there's gonna be people that are like, no, I'm supposed to be with him.
He's only for me. It's like,
you're supposed to be single forever, so I can fantasize about them in the future. That happens a lot.
That's why there's fan fictions, basically.
Yeah, but that's so weird. They're real people.
Yeah.
They're real people. I don't, like, yeah, sure, Sherlock Holmes, John Watson, all the fan fiction, but, like, putting two real people together, just, like, in a, no, it's like, that's so weird. It creeps me out. I really get freaked out by those, because I'm like, they're real people. You can't just, like, do that.
You know what I mean... There were videos made of fan fictions before about the fan fictions. They were reading it. It's funny. They're really funny.
They'll joke about it. They'll just kind of be like, "Oh yeah, this is," and then other times it gets really like annoying, awkward, kind of like, if these people aren't together, then whatever. They're totally together. My fan fiction says it, and I'm just kind of like, well, I mean, no, they're not. But go ahead and fantasize, I guess. It's up to you, really. Just, I don't know.
Life.
Some of it's funny. Some of them play along really well, but other ones take it really seriously.
Yeah, they do. They would take it. They take it to the next level. They're like, "Whoa, that escalated too quickly." But,
yeah, it's like, "Whoa, now, okay, we're just messing around here." I mean, we all know who we're thinking about, right? There's several major, especially in the video game sphere. There's several major ships where it's just like,
we ship Nathan Drake with Lara Croft.
Well, that's fine. They're video games.
Yeah, they are. But back to the point of pessimism, which went all the way down to some weird area. I want to leave it at the note where I would like to say that you should never give up. Just, if you do want to give up, that's only because you have a reason why you want to give up. Not because you felt like, oh, YouTube's not right for me. YouTube is not there for me. YouTube, of course, is not there for you because you need to learn how to get used to it. And YouTube is made of craziness. That's what the internet's for. It's crazy. It's not going to be, oh, hey, everything's going to go out perfectly fine for you, and everything's going to go smooth, and you're going to grow just as fast as Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or PewDiePie, whoever you think is your...
I definitely think it's a luck-based thing, though.
That's what Jack said in his Tube Tycoon videos. I was like watching that, and that was pretty helpful so far.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, he says it's luck-based. I feel like it is partially luck-based. At the same time, it's also like skills.
A lot of work into something, but if you don't have a way of
doing it,
showcasing it.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you don't have a way of branching it out, then, like, word of mouth doesn't always help when you've only got 30 people actively watching at a time or something, or no, even less than that. So I think it's definitely luck-based, but you also shouldn't, like, try and go in putting the most of your work, like, I'm going to get the best camera and the best microphone and the best video software, because I don't think
That's me.
You could have all of that, but it has to do with the content that you're providing, really. And even if you've got a crap microphone, if you're providing funny content, people are going to start watching it. But it's also, you have to figure out how you're going to get that out to people. There's people that'll spam comments like, watch my channel, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, that's technically one way. And I'm sure that they get one or two people that will be like, okay, fine, I'll watch their channel.
Yeah, I think that's... Okay, yeah. Now that is another topic I'd like to talk about as well. Like, spamming. Like, a lot of people don't realize it, but people like to spam. A lot of their own thing. They're not considerate, I guess, if that's a sense. But I don't want to call out everybody. I don't want to name names either. If it's you, so be it. I'm not going to annoy you about you giving up your spamming. You do what you do, dude. I'm not, or girl. If you want to do that, just do it. But just make sure to just keep in mind who you're spamming on somebody's channel. If you're spamming on some smaller channel, it's just a little bit annoying because you're big enough to just call yourself to do things already, and like telling others to check out your channel is just enough in terms of private messaging them, not announcing to the public of that person's community saying, hey, check out my channel, it's the best. It's like, what?
Another thing that really helps is like the co-oping, like getting in touch with another person so that you can both like integrate together,
like what we're doing now. Like I'm bringing Shelby in here because she herself works with me for a couple of series on the channel. And I brought her here because it's like I know her. I'm closer to being I'm close in terms of friends. And
are
stuff
we
like
friends?
That. Yes, we are. Like, you have a boyfriend. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it.
What?
What? I don't know.
What?
I'm awkward. I'm awkward.
I missed
like
that. It just flew right over my head.
All right, that's good enough. Just ignore what I just said. I'm just stupid. I'm very stupid.
It's recorded, so.
Don't worry, I'll cut it out then. What did I say? Okay, anyways, no, since we're friends, we're kind of just like, it's easier for us to like understand that we have situations that we need help from each other in a sense. So if we need like recording buddies, it's basically we come to the recording session and just work it out, I guess, in a sense. If she needs a streaming buddy, I'm there, or I can bring in my friends to help her out in a sense. If technical issues come in hand, then of course we help each other in terms of typing it out and all that. And same goes, it applies same to Bio, and it applies to people who's been on my channel like Pika and everything. If people ask me for help, I will for sure help. There were in the past where I helped somebody's channel grow from a little tiny channel into a big channel. Yeah, a little. Yeah. And I'm not gonna name that person. I know exactly who it is, but I'm not gonna name it because the person currently gave up on being on YouTube. But I'm not gonna name names, of course. Basically, I help people a lot. I appreciate helping people, but just I don't want to expect to get something back. At the same time, I don't want to expect to be the response. I don't want to bear responsibility of that person being who he is or who she is currently or in the future. But what I typically want to say is that I would like to help people no matter what. If somebody needs help and if somebody wants to collab with me, I'm open for collaboration. I'm open to help. Just as long as you don't treat me wrong, or if you don't like make fun of me or hurt me or in any way, then I will be fine. I'm like, somebody helps me and I'll be like,
I've been in that situation where I'll be recording with somebody because they'll want to, oh, can I record with you? And I'll be like, okay. And then they end up being like a pain, like kind of offensive and not at all where I want my channel to be at. And so I'd scrap those recordings because I'm just like, look, it was, it's nice playing games with you, but you said some things that I don't really like having on my channel, so I don't want to use any of the footage.
They start saying the N-words, like, come on!
I mean...
and he's like...
It's kind of like that. I was kind of just like, whoa, now... They were saying kind of like really sexist comments, and I was like, you realize I'm a girl, right? Like, like you're kind of just insulting me.
I thought you were a high-pitched dude.
Like when I first started YouTube, are you a boy or a girl? Does it really matter?
You know why? Because people think about the hairstyle, I guess. It's just
I mean that's before you saw my picture.
Yeah,
that's just on my voice.
I saw your trailer and I was like, I saw the trailer and I was like, wait, Shelby is her? I was like, oh, okay, never mind then. Like that was the first time.
That's such a dumb trailer.
No, I like the trailer. It's funny.
I need to update
random.
it. It's so dumb. It was. You know what it was for? It was for we did
Is it like a movie project or something?
It was for the Harlem Shake.
Oh yeah.
That was before we did the Harlem Shake. That's
2012.
what we were talking about. Yeah.
2012, 2013 references. So old.
But yeah. I think definitely collabing with people really helps. I mean, and if you are more popular, I think it's also cool if you do start helping out the little guys. Well, see, I mean, the only reason I ever got to 300 subscribers at all is because I collabed with he was doing fan collabs.
Oh.
There was a bigger YouTuber, PC Gamer 999. He doesn't do much anymore. But he was doing fan collabs, and I was one of the people that was to join his to do a video with him. We played Worms or something. I was awful, but and I was also freaking out because I was like, oh my god, this guy!
I'm a big fan.
But and that's the only reason I got like a boost. I got like 200 something subscribers with just that, and I was like, whoa, this it helps, and it really kind of boosts your enthusiasm for things when you see progress. So I think even now you see one person subscribe to you or one person like your like your video, it kind of just, you got to treat that as like the world of sort of, okay, this is that one person. I'm doing this for that one person, so I can be more enthusiastic and peppy about it.
But then it also contributes to the idea of luck. If that person would, if that person's very persistent about enjoying your content.
If I had collabed with that one person, like, I probably wouldn't have, become more enthusiastic with my videos because, I mean, I kind of do my videos whenever I do them just for friends now. I pretty much do them because friends will watch them. Like, I stream pretty much because I know a couple of friends will be watching them. So it's kind of like, yay, playing with my friends.
But then they don't chat.
Yeah, and then they don't chat, and you're just kind of awkwardly sitting
I'm
there.
lurking. But, yeah, I think it's just that helping smaller channels is a good thing. I mean, Bio was at 200 and I was like at 400 or something, closing on 500, and I was like, I'm willing to work with him as long as he's persistent, or he's like, if he's willing to persevere YouTube as much as I did, then I think I'm fine with that. Like, I don't mind working with anybody as long as they persevere or they try to stay consistent on what they want to do.
Yeah,
I'm totally fine. I don't mind Shelby. Yeah, I don't mind Shelby being not persistent on YouTube.
Super hiatus. I go on hiatus about every year, so.
Yeah, I understand now. Like, since she pulled it up, and that it wasn't the first time I saw that she went on hiatus.
No, you can look at like the month, like.
Yeah, like you look at all the span of time which certain videos would come out. You can tell she's on hiatus right now, currently, and so on and so forth.
I don't even have any of the Dead Rising videos recorded.
Yeah, and that's why it's now exclusive on my channel, and you're not the first one either.
I need to make a video where it's just exclusively you. I'll do that eventually.
No, don't worry. I like to...
Webcam. I can do it easy, instead of like getting this bad boy. Oh, okay.
Oh, focusing.
Focus. There you go. Instead of getting this bad boy and
I think I need to get that too eventually, but something for vlogging mostly. I need to get.
Don't get one of these for vlogging.
No, obviously not. But like something similar to that.
It's like a small Canon. It's like really good. I always have a Canon. Yeah. But it's it's like about the size of a phone, really.
Yeah, something like that.
And that one's good. I've got one of those.
Yeah, I need to get those so like one day when I ever go to like PAX or South by Southwest or E3 or something like that, then the blurriness. Oh, put the hand against the camera. Oh, there we go. No, you got it. No, you were about to screw it up more. It's like, what? No.
No.
But yeah, I mean, I want to go to gaming events. Oh, well, we can talk about gaming events if you like to. What is that?
I'm sorry.
All right.
It's spiraling out of control. We can talk about gaming events. Shoot.
Well, actually, I'm gonna save E3 for the next month since I'm gonna talk about that.
I wouldn't know anything about E3 anyway.
Yeah, even Bio doesn't know, so I'm gonna force him into it. I bet if Bio watches this, he's gonna be like, "What? I'm gonna be part of that?" It's like, I know nothing about it. I'm like, don't care.
They showcase new games. That's about all I know. I don't actively search out new games really. So.
For me, when it came down to E3 2-3 years ago, like after I graduated high school, or on 2012, I think, or no, during the time I first got my internet, which is weird. It's like in senior year of high school, I got internet for the first time on my house. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It took almost. It started off in senior year. At the end of 2012, I got internet for the first time, and then I was like, wow, I can do so much with the internet and all that. Although I did have internet I know the internet because I went to other people's house to take advantage of that, and also people, places, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But slowly did I get into E3 because of the internet, and like I just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep up with this event, Kingdom Hearts 3, Division, and all those stuff back then. I was like so excited watching every one of those events. But yeah, that's why I kind of like to keep up with E3, because it's not just, you know, introducing new games. It's also the fact that you share it with the audience, the same emotion of like some games coming back, some new IPs looking awesome.
I watched the Fallout 4 reveal thing.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
like I watched the whole Bethesda show
yeah.
floor, and I was like, wow, this is like epic. And
I love the Fallout universe, so I was just like, I'm gonna finally watch one of these things. I was like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever.
And then you see like Tom Howard walking out talking about everything that's Fallout 4.
Oh, and then like the guy who did Yarny.
Yeah.
I watched that because that was so cute. It was so sweet. He was so like nervous, and he was like,
oh yeah, I remember.
And I was
He's
like,
all like,
oh my god,
Unravel was like.
I'd buy that game just for that man.
Yeah, he was so he was really nervous. He's all shaking. I mean, I think that was one of the things that I remember.
I think it was his first.
Yeah, it was his first indie game, as well as his first announcement,
going to
and
a giant conference room with people,
especially with the fact that it's like in front of like I think it was an EA show floor, or was it the Sony show floor? I forgot which one he showed up with, but yeah, it was just like one of the hugest packed stadiums or audiences that it is kind of overwhelming if you're doing it for the first time, but if you're doing it for like maybe the second time, it might be a little less overwhelming, and you'd understand how to.
I don't think anybody gets over that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like the Super Bowl of video games. You just walk in.
Super Bowl of video games. Yeah.
You just walk in. You're like, oh my god, what the hell am I doing? But yeah, I mean, I appreciate that there are indie games being shown at the same time with E3.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the cool thing about PAX South. Any
PAX in general.
I got into this indie game.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple of booths that I was just like, I don't really care about, and we just walked right past this one indie booth, and we stopped, and we were like, and I stayed at that booth for like 3 hours. It's Legends of Kalasia.
Oh.
But I stayed at that booth for like 3 hours, day 2 of PAX South, and I was just like, this is all I care about.
My game here. This is my type of game.
Because I was like, because I noticed if nobody was there at the booth, nobody would come in. But whenever I'd go down and I'd start playing it, then suddenly there's like a
there's a crowd.
And I'm just like, I did this.
You know why? That's the magic of Let's Players, I think.
Yeah.
Because I was in the programming class. I was just on Congregate, the GameStop's like online browser game website.
Oh yeah, Congregate, yeah.
And I was playing this RPG game, and I was like playing it in class, and it was like the finals. Like I finished my finals first ahead of everyone, and I was just started playing, and some people started watching me play. They're like, "What are you playing?" And then after class, when I'm done, I walk out, and they're like, "Dude, what were you playing? You look so into it." I was like, just a game, I guess." And then then I realized that the magic of Let's Players is to attract an audience while playing a game, and
that's the important thing about Let's Players, anyways. That a lot of video game companies are starting to realize it's like, oh, this Let's Player played my game, and now we've sold like an additional so many copies. Like I wouldn't have bought a lot of games if I hadn't seen a Let's Play of them.
Yeah.
Like I bought Life is Strange because I saw a Let's Play of it. I haven't. I played.
I have not seen it. I try to avoid spoiler. I have it on my Steam account, but not played it.
I've watched the whole thing, and I
don't tell me. Don't tell me anything.
Basically, bought it to sort of support the company because I'm like, I don't think I'll ever play it, but it's a really good game. But
I bought it not to play it, but I bought it to keep it.
Well, I do that with music. Like I buy physical albums, such because I'm just Oh dear. Oh, sorry, it freaked out on me.
That's alright.
I bought, like Ninja Sex Party. I bought their album.
Oh, okay.
Heck yeah, I've got a poster of it. It's a very sexy poster.
But we won't see it. We will never see it.
No.
No. Maybe send a picture. I'll put it in the podcast.
Just
just send a picture for no reason.
Yeah, I just like supporting people, knowing, I've got a job now, so I can actually do that.
Well, I mean, you're settling with a job, right? So You have like you're settling with your job right now, right?
Yeah.
And you're like getting ready for a set schedule nowadays and
Yeah.
some,
So I definitely have a lot more like free time to either I'll be streaming or I'll just well, I have to configure my stream settings, but I'll be making like update videos for my YouTube channel to be like, "Hey guys, I'm not dead, but you already knew that. Don't worry."
Imagine they're all like, "Oh my God, you're dead already."
Well, see, most of the people that watch my videos are friends, so they already know.
But anyways, whoa. All right, wanna clap. And stop. I got it. Perfect. Synchronization perfect.
Yay.
Alright, anyways, sorry about the cut. Apparently my software for recording shelves is actually cut off somehow, and I don't know, it was technical issues basically. Too bad. Where did we end it off at? I forgot. Oh no, I forgot.
Shoot, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember. I don't want to.
Oh my God, what were we talking about? People, tell us in the comments.
Well, when I edit this, I'll just pretend like I forgot what I said. Anyways,
we're moving on.
We're moving on to the topic.
Subject.
I mean, we talked a lot. Oh, yeah, we were talking about conventions.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But I'm gonna skip out on E3 right now because I want to put that off to the next RozCast. Yeah. But PAX East, PAX South, and PAX Prime, I believe you were saying about how you were stuck in this booth, the indie game booth, and then
it was a really fun indie game booth. Well, see, there was the creator, or like I guess I don't know, maybe he's the co-creator or the creator, and he was the main guy showcasing the game. And then they had like a live streamer, Jack Wolf Gaming, I think.
Okay.
I don't remember. But he was the other person helping out with like the showcasing the booth, and so that was kind of cool because then like we exchanged like, oh sweet, all right, I'll follow you on Twitter, I'll watch your Twitch things and stuff.
Yeah.
He was like super in love with my boyfriend though, because my boyfriend is an ambassador for Elite Dangerous.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's an ambassador for Elite Dangerous.
What?
Oh, it's so cool.
I was like, what? That'd be crazy.
At PAX South, because he was an ambassador to Elite Dangerous, we got to hang out with all of the people after like it was like Saturday night, and we went to like a really it's a really not fancy, but it's a Mexican restaurant on the Riverwalk. and when it was one of the guys' birthdays, and so the mariachi band played, and then the guy tried the burrito challenge that they have, which is like a 9-pound burrito.
Dang.
And it was like the greatest night. Like it was just so cool. It makes me wish I played Elite Dangerous more.
Well, I wish to get it, but it's just I don't have the money currently.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, not only that, I want to get the VR for that
right?
too.
Yeah.
And I was like, this looks awesome.
But like my boyfriend's got the whole setup thing. It's just I think it's so cool.
I mean, that's like the job of any game developer. Like, if you have some title that you're under, like you got some game title under your belt that you worked on or you're currently working on, it kind of makes you look like a better, or it kind of puts you up on the top list of like people who wants to like work with you or talk to you to understand your game.
Oh, I want to like hang out with you then.
Yeah,
that's exactly how I think it was. It's just kind of like, this guy. I was like, yeah, it's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, I understand where you're coming from when it in terms of going to conventions and trying to try out these games, because I had one experience with going to Anime Expo at 2014. Yeah, 2014. Where I was going around and then suddenly I spotted this indie game called previously it was called Aegis. I forgot it was or Aegis. Yeah, it was Aegis the game. I call it Aegis for some reason. Or Aegis. Oh, Aegis. That's what I call it in the video, for Christ's sake. But it was Aegis. And then it's now renamed to Aegis Defenders. Basically, I met the devs, and I was like kind of shy. I was nervous. I was like, I wanted to tell them I'm a YouTuber, and I was kind of still growing. I was like about 200 during that time.
Yeah.
Or a little less than that. And I was like, I work on YouTube, and they were so nice. They were very nice. They were kind devs, and they were kind of like, they were also kind of new around the space of indie games.
Yeah.
Currently, they're still working on the game. Of course, they're busy trying to complete the game, but it's still in the works at this moment. I tried the demo, which I sat there playing at Anime Expo, and just I just fell in love with the game. And I was like, it's so unique, it's different, and I was like. Like, am I okay to try this out on my channel? And they allowed it. They gave me all these like press kit stuff and like cards just in case.
Oh, cool.
They gave me all the stuff that I needed to work on the project or record the game for the demo. And I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then not only that, I was also lucky enough to be, or one of my videos was lucky enough to be put into the website, and like with all those like other interviews and reviews of the demo, and I was like, wow, this is amazing.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay, you know what, like doing this kind of makes me feel like this deserves more attention. This one gets this kind of game kind of gets more attention instead of somebody who wouldn't go out in the convention center and just they're just letting people online just do what they do, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that alone wouldn't be helpful enough, but seeing somebody playing your game in a convention and grabbing an audience attention is pretty good, I think, out of a lot of things. And that's why I want to go to convention centers and stuff like that. But I just don't have the money. Sometimes I might have to fly there and so on and so forth. And
I would never be able to afford flying anywhere, which is why I'm just really glad that we have a PAX.
And you also, I mean, not only that, you're near like South by Southwest and like some other things.
I've never been. I mean, I don't know. South by Southwest is just kind of.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing. It's in Austin.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty far. I think it's pretty far.
I mean, it's an hour away, but.
Just like I don't know anybody there. I just go there.
I do. My uncle. I have an uncle and cousins who live in Austin.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah. Well, I mean, convention-wise, it's great to go there too. Like the magic of it all is like, or I don't know why I'm using magic as a redundant word for everything, but the experience of it all is just amazing. Like you see cosplayers, you're like, wow, this is amazing. Yeah. You see people who are similar to you in interests, they're like, wow, that's also amazing. Yeah. And then stuff being sold that are like things of interest to you. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that because I like that. And that's what I liked about it. Like going through Anime Expo for about 7 years now since
I have something in my place. It's called San Japan.
San Japan. Yeah, I remember the video you were vlogging once for about it.
Yeah, I had 2 vlogging videos for San Japan.
Yeah.
And it sucks. In one of those videos, I met Ego Raptor and didn't even really at the time I had no idea. I was like, I think he does animations. At the time, I had no idea. Now I kick myself.
Yeah.
My friend knew him that I was with, and she got him to sign a bag of chips. With like
a bag of chips?
It was a bag of Lay's chips because we didn't have anything else.
Yeah.
And it says I think it said something like "it's so delicious" on it, and he signed it, and then put a little poop emoji. And I was just like, I met him and I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean. I might have those kind of experience in the future as well. Like I might miss somebody who potentially might be big, and
well, see, like I could have met Gassy Mexican at PAX South, but I was too chicken. Like he was standing, and also Ross and Holly from like Ross from the Game Grumps.
Yeah.
And I was just like, they're right there, and I'm like, they're right there. I could just go say hi. And I didn't.
Yeah, sometimes it also means like there's also like crowded areas. Like it's like it gets so crowded you can't even get to meet them.
No, I mean
at all.
They were just out in the open. They're just chilling.
They're just eating, and then you're like, oh, I gotta get to them soon.
Well, see, my buddy Mike Skoogage, he's like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, he like waited in line to meet Strippin' and Dodger, and like met him again, and he was like, I gotta meet him again and say hi. And I was just like, well, okay.
I didn't get my message in there. I can't get my message.
No, yeah, exactly. Because he goes to Gamescom. Yeah. Because he lives in Germany, and he met the RozCast so many times. I actually thank him for that. He got me so many signatures from the RozCast. I have like a bunch of signatures.
Every year I'm gonna go to Gamescom, get RozCast to sign every single thing.
He does. He goes to Gamescom and gets signatures.
It's like duplicate signatures for himself and for you.
Like that's the thing, and it's like, all right.
You get a signature. You get a signature. Everyone gets a signature.
I've already got the signature. I don't need to get another one. Like I'm good. I've met you. There's no chance that we're ever going to become friends because this is like a one-time setting. So I'm not even gonna kid myself.
Nah. I mean,
That's a thing
yeah,
people try and do. They're like, oh, if I, talk to them, we can be friends, and it's like, well, I mean, that can happen, but a lot of the times it's just like they're just way too busy. They've got a whole bunch of stuff on their plate,
yeah,
sort of thing. And I know some people actually get really upset when it's kind of like, oh, I can't ever hang out with them, and we can't do stuff, and I'd love to play games with them, and it's like, and that's, one of the things that you kind of have to deal with. Like for us, it's okay right now
yeah.
because, we're tiny.
Yeah, we're not existing on the internet as much as they
Yeah.
are.
So
They have the
like,
louder, yeah.
yeah, but
But I mean, overall, I mean, there will be missed opportunities in terms of going to conventions, and like if you
yeah,
miss something, you miss something. Obviously, it's not like it will be gone forever. It's just that you just missed it. That's all it is.
yeah. It's like there's going to be another one next year. You
Yeah.
can save up that.
And even if the same person isn't gonna go, it's
Yeah.
still an experience, I guess, in a sense. Like next time, you would learn that next time when you have an opportunity, take it, just take it, and then just like if it doesn't present to you an opportunity, just don't take it. Like
Yeah.
for example, a long line of like waiting for just two people. That's
I think I waited
yeah.
5 hours to meet Mark, Bob, and Wade.
Yeah, like that.
I
I'm
waited
like
a long
why you
time
need to
after.
wait? Why you need to wait 5 hours?
Like that's why I'm like now if it ever comes down to it, I'm like I don't need. I done did it. It's done. Like, the only person on my bucket list of meeting, I still have to meet Gassy Mexican because I could have. I could have, and then Jacksepticeye, and that's about it. Now we're just talking about people we're big fans of.
That's alright. I mean, I can just put like somebody's like a big popular like YouTuber's face on one of the thumbnails, and it'll be like, we're talking about this guy right here the most.
This is who we're talking about.
Oh, well, wait, oh, there we go. But I mean, overall, even though you miss opportunities, it's just gonna be there. Like that's where we're gonna leave it off at for
Yeah.
that kind of thing. But in the last parts of convention topic, I felt like there also are great promotional stuff like that, like some stuff that you don't know of, I guess. I want to go back to the topic where we just kind of discover things in convention centers.
Yeah.
Because there's some new things that always gets introduced to people when it comes down to conventions where you haven't seen this particular anime before, and you're like, oh, it's new, it's gonna come out soon, and or you haven't seen this video game before, you're like, oh, this is interesting, I haven't even tried it before, and the next thing you know, you go online, you research, and you like there's a demo for you to try out, and so on and so forth. Like that kind of experience is great. I really appreciate that there's like this exclusivity kind of idea towards it, and like you get to meet the devs themselves if they do come out on the show floor. And like you get to ask questions like, how do you do this? How do you get this to go? How do you come up with this idea of the game? And like basically do like a miniature interview with those devs. And that's what I appreciate about that for those conventions usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, all in all, convention centers, great experience. Recommend you go at least once in your lifetime. If you don't want to go, that's because you're not interested in terms of like whatever is
Or
presented.
maybe you've got like severe anxiety or something.
Yeah, maybe that. Like you're like an inverted person or introvert.
Oh my
there we go.
gosh. I am so like I get so much anxiety. Like there's no way I could go to a convention by myself.
Yeah.
Just the thought of like
Actually, I went alone last year. It was the
crazy.
worst.
I would and it's just like there's no way I could go to a convention by myself. Like I have to be with somebody. Like so with the San Japan, I usually drag people along because usually like I don't watch anime, but I like going to San Japan because there's the artist alley where all you can buy all the stuff. Plus I dress up as a Zubat, so I can just dress up as a Zubat, and people are like Zubat, and I'm like, yeah, here's a card. You didn't have repel. Like, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just overall, I mean, going alone is it's just not the best experience. But as I mentioned, I recommend at least going at least once. But if you do have anxiety of going alone, just bring a friend, bring a family member. It doesn't really matter. I went with my mom like the first time around because I was underage.
Oh.
And I went in, I was like, yeah, and then I was like, okay, never mind. But yeah, that's it for convention centers. We did talk about a lot of things today related to YouTube, basically. and Twitch and other things related to everything
Whole
else.
video game.
Yeah,
era.
everything. Yeah. But other than that, I think that's where we can leave off for the RozCast. Thank you guys for watching, of course, as usual. Today, I want to also thank Shelby for joining me today, since I didn't have Bio, as I said in the beginning.
I'm the replacement.
Well, you're not. I don't know.
I know.
I don't want to call it a replacement. I just wanted to say.
I'm just the other guest.
Not only that, I mean, you would have been on here like sooner or later. Like, you could probably be in here like next month or something by accident. Yeah.
Just by accident.
By accident, you're like, what happened?
What? Who's calling me?
It's like, Shelby, we need your help. Be on this RozCast.
I call you, so.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. But if you want to check out what she's done, I'll link you guys to her YouTube channel and her Twitch. Oh, I hit the table. Oh. And from the Twitch or YouTube channel, you can check out her Twitter and Facebook and everything there that she has.
Well, I mean, I don't have Facebook, but yeah.
I don't know. I'm just.
I have a Twitter I don't use.
What do you mean you don't use?
I kind of use Twitter, but not really. I don't do social media for my stuff, pretty much. But I have a Twitter, so that works. Every once in a while, I'll talk on a Twitter. Yeah,
but overall, yeah, you can follow her on those, and yeah, I'll link it there, and annotations, click on her face, just if you want to go there. And in the next RozCast, as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about E3 with Bio, maybe, hopefully. If not, then with somebody, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Oh, yeah, check down the description box down below for all those information and stuff, and the annotations for all that stuff as well. But other than that, hope to see you guys in the next RozCast.